Good evening folks, GrimeGames here. Welcome back to another episode on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me here, guys. I do genuinely appreciate it. Now, we have some really weird content today, I won't lie, and I'm so torn on it. So I'm going to make a little bit of an intro video, just explaining why. So I'm going to start with this Adama Traore in the milestones. He's 5-star, 4-star. He's superb. Honestly, after I've done a tell, I'll be getting this Adama Traore because I just think he's cracking. Traore has this thing in FIFA where he's quick, he's nimble, and he's also got a crazy physical presence, and he's difficult to get the ball off. I find his 89 very oppressive, to be honest. So to start things off, that's a W. Secondly, I'm going to go to the SBCs and I'm going to go to the player that EA released today, and that's this Wilfried Zaha. Now, they didn't upgrade his weak foot for a starter, so that's a disappointment. So he's rocking a 3-star weak foot in Team of the Season post. It's just not good enough. Sure, he's got 5-star skills, but he's okay. Zaha has this thing in FIFA, I think, where his dribbling is not as responsive as it should be. I think even if you maestro those reactions up to a 94, he's got this weird like sway when he dribbles. I don't know if you guys have ever used him, but when he moves, it's not as nimble as someone like a Messi or a Neymar, or not even someone like even the tier down from that. He's not as good as that. For me, I used this. I think it was his 85, and that's his base characteristic. So he's still going to do that a little bit, even with this Team of the Season version. Obviously, his shooting's good, but he's got no traits, and you're going to have to catch it with his right foot. Because if you catch it with his left foot, it's hitting Rose and joining Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson somewhere in the stratosphere. So that's the first thing. Secondly, it's 12 segments. And I get these 12 segments are all grindable. This is appealing to the gameplay player, and on one hand, I really like that from EA, and I really respect that. On the flip side of it, everyone's club is bare. Those gameplay players who have been playing the game and grinding for a squad, most of those players have gone into upgrade packs. They've gone into like 81 player picks, so they've got bare squads. And I don't mean bare in the roadman sense. Bare as in they're barren. There's nothing there. So for you to do an 87, an 88, an 89, 280s, an 81, an 82 rated squad, which, can I just say, 82 rated squads are knocking like 50 odd K at the minute. So that's not a cheap squad by any means. 81 rated squads are probably going to set you back maybe 35k. 83 rated squads high as well for a small Prime Electrum Players pack, which isn't a good pack back. Then to top it off, that's actually a nasty squad. That last one, you got an 85 rated squad, 50k with a Team of the Season. Whatever I say here, one part of the fan base isn't going to be happy with. But for me, I don't have days and days and days to grind FIFA, and I know some of you guys do, and that's great for you. But from a selfish point of view, and from a content creator point of view, my club is not stacked to whack 90 odd players into an SBC. I'm not prepared to do that. I would be prepared to. I'd rather do 10 player picks for them. I'd rather do other stuff. So I'm not the target audience for this Zaha, so I won't be doing him. And it's a similar story with this repeatable 85 times 10. Now, when this first came out, the repeatable logo wasn't on there, so I made a scathing TikTok about this because the SBC just pissed me off, to be quite honest. Now, I can understand. Now it's grindable. It's appealing, as I said, to a different part of the FIFA community. If this was just a one-off SBC, this would be an 86 rated squad. Now, if this is an 86 rated squad, you slap a high rated card in that you've got from a previous SBC and you pad it out with fodder. Now, when you've got an 82 rated squad, a gold squad, an 80 rated squad, and an 85 with you've got 2 Team of the Seasons you've got to put in here, or Team of the Weeks, bear in mind. So the first time you do this, it's so expensive. The first time you complete this 85 times 10, you're going to have to go deep into your club, if you've even got fodder there, to pry it out. Otherwise, the vast majority of the community just aren't going to get this SBC off the ground to begin with. Because the first time I did this, I had no no team of the seasons. I had no team of the weeks in the squad. So you have to do 2 82 rated squads to get the team of the season players. And then you have to do this SBC as well to get the pack. Now, granted, once you've done the pack, the goal is that you can then just recycle most of those players into this SBC and just keep grinding it over and over again. The problem with that is, if you don't get 2 informs in that 85 times 10 pack, you've then got to do another 82 rated squad to just put them back in again. Also, not a lot of people have rare players in the club at the moment either, because you've got that 82 plus player pick, you've got the 83 to 89 player pick as well. So this will work for a lot of the community, and now I've done it a couple of times, I can recycle those players in again. But it's for me it's a 50-50. Depends what type of player you are. If you're one of those guys that like to just come on for half an hour each day, do your SBC, see what you get. If it's trash, go off the game. It's not going to work for you. But if you're one of those guys that spends a lot of time on the game and pads it out, grinds the game, plays a lot of draft, because what you can do at the minute is you can play draft, do the draft milestones, put those players into this SBC, do that 85 times 10, get those players, grind it back in, do some more drafts, and it's a conveyor belt until you end up getting a team of the year Ronaldo. And I feel like I'm a bit of a hypocrite saying this, because there was an 82 times 5 repeatable last year, and it was my favourite SBC of the entire year. I don't know, I think it was an 83 rated squad maybe. So what you could do is you did the 82 times 5, did the pack. If you got a big team of the season in there, say you got a 95 rated Ter Stegen, you bang that back into the 82 times 5, and it's just that one card you needed, and the rest is fodder. So you almost had banked fodder as well. You had like mid-range banked fodder, which if you got lucky, you could just keep grinding upwards and upwards. With this, I think even if you're really lucky, like obviously you still have to make the 80 rated squad. You still have to do the 11 gold players, which is going to have to come from the banks of the club. That you can't get that from this SBC. So it's okay. It's good. You'll see a little bit later in the video. I actually did all right in one of them, so I feel like a bit silly saying that it's bad. But that's just my opinion. I think it's a pick 'em. I think it's a 50-50. A lot of people are going to say this is the best thing since sliced bread, but that's because they've got a long time to grind the game. But yeah, I appreciate you watching this the introduction, guys. I'm gonna do a couple of these. Well, I've done a couple of these. I'll show you what I've got. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, man. These are repeatable, guys. I'm still not completely sold on them, I'll be honest. Now, we'll see what I get in this one to see if you can filter them back into another one of these. But you were going to have to get a lot of good fodder, and I'm still going to have to buy some rare gold players to get it done, but we'll see. Can we get some good? Come on, EA. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. So walkout, is that headline? Yep, headliners. It's going to be French. Centre forward, 95 rated. I'll take that. At least with the 95 rated, when you put that 95 rated into an 85 segment, at least that's something, and that's going to massively bring the cost down. Now, what I will say is I hope we get a team of the week in here. We do get one. We get Lacazette. Fair play. Okay, so the 85 segment's boxed off. We're just going to have to find an 82 rated squad. So, okay, I'm beginning to see the benefit of whacking the players back into the SBC. So, here's the second one. Can we get some good EA? Right, it's a walkout. It's a record breaker. French. Oh, geez, is it? Oh, it's some bad. So just as I was slating these, just as I was killing them, saying that they're not worth it, and I'm 50-50 on them, we pack record breaker Mbappe. I've packed his 90 twice or 3 times this year, so it's the first time I packed the 91. I'll have to try him out. I reckon he's only going for, what, 250k at the minute. But I'll take that. I'll take a record breaker Mbappe. That's a good pack. Modric, I'll take that. That'll be a good sustenance to go into another one, I'm sure. Am I addicted to these now? Who knows? Well, thank you so much for watching that content. Guys, if everybody else does this, so I'm going to do it as well. If you could like, if you could subscribe and hit that notification bell, that will be super useful. the more I grow, the more content I can make for you guys, and the happier everyone is going to be. Whenever you've watched this, in the morning, in the afternoon, or in an evening, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.